Welcome along to Aston Villa from the stands. I hope you're well whenever you're watching this video, whether it's live or on replay. Welcome along to the community. Make sure you're smashing the like button. Make sure you are subscribing to the channel as well and seeing that number go up and up. 15,000 is the target. Can we hit it by the end of the start of the season? That would be great. And of course, we have some major stories today. We have the return of the boys, the A team, the A-listers are back, so to speak. The ones who played on international duty, the ones who had an extended break. They came back to training today, so we've got some good clips of that. We've got some more transfer news, another outgoing or two, should I say, as another outgoing has just been announced recently. But a big player who people have been talking and debating about. And I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit disappointed that this one still isn't a permanent transfer, as Kosta Nedeljkovic is set to leave us on loan and has joined RB Leipzig on another season-long loan. We'll get into that one. Enzo Barrenechea, again, think about this guy. He seems to be someone who has been in the news for all the right reasons in terms of looking for a way out, looking for a new option, looking for a new start. Well, it does seem that there is a new suitor for Enzo Barrenechea, and that comes in the form of Benfica, and many other discussions to go with that. So big up to each and every single one of you. Make sure you're smashing the life out of that like button for me. That will run up the show right now for me. And of course, your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions on everything that we talk about today. What is probably a little bit frustrating as well is we're still seeing other clubs around us moving quickly. I'm seeing Newcastle United doing big bits. I'm seeing again Arsenal. They are just a raging machine right now. It's all happening. It's all go. And there are some Villa fans. Again, I've seen on social media today, Villa fans tweeting, surely Villa have something lined up. Surely we aren't just being sitting ducks here and waiting, for something to happen. Surely we've got this big plan. And people are holding on to a Danny Ings type vibe. And I don't know if you're one of those in the chat right now. If you remember, when Danny Ings joined Aston Villa, it came with no rumours, no links. It just came out of nowhere. And I'm sort of sat there wondering, and as are some people on social media, is that what Villa have got planned? Are Villa about to do a Villa and do a signing out of the blue that has no links, no rumours, no whispers, completely kept under closed doors? But we know in this day and age with transfers that the likes of Fabrizio, the likes of David Ornstein, they have their claws into these businesses and deals before anyone knows, and it gets announced to the world. So let's see if a Danny Ings type transfer ever happens again. Also, we have to be real here. You can see everyone else doing business. It has got to come to a stage where Villa have got to pull the wand out. I see a lot of people still say, Unai is the tactician. Unai is the man. He can take this squad and take them to the next level, and we don't need too much. I think that's us just trying to kill ourselves. I think that's us just trying to protect ourselves. But at the end of the day, Villa surely have a move to make soon. Surely we're about to pounce. It's got to be done, people. It's got to be done. But let's get on to some positive news on that sense. And as I said, let me know how you're feeling. Are you one of those who think Aston Villa have a Danny Ings type situation lined up? Do you think we have a magic hat? I'm going to be honest. I don't think in this day and age you can ever have a magic hat these days. I don't think you can put a transfer out with someone leaking it without a source knowing it, or without someone getting an upper hand apart from the main account. But would love to be proven wrong. I really would. But yeah, big up to everyone in the chat. As I said, smash that like button for me. Run it up for me. We're back. Transfer talk. As I said, we'd like to be consistent. And let's start and go with some positive news. But yeah, some of you are saying some great stuff in the chat. Chelsea want 100 mil for Jackson. Absolutely laughable, isn't it? Absolutely laughable. But Club World Champions tax now. Let's not talk about that too much. Ziyech's just got loaned up too. Yeah, we're going to talk about that one. Big up to Kevin Devlin who says, Ferran Torres, if it's Watkins and him, I'll be happy. Your thoughts? Ferran is going to take a lot of work to get over the line, Kevin, especially because of his wages and where we're at. Look, some people really like Ferran Torres. Some people see options are better elsewhere. I think it would be an interesting one. I'm not ruling out a Ferran Torres as an exciting move. I think he maybe has a bit of a Premier League revenge tour on his cards, but still think Villa have to spend their money wiser than probably Ferran Torres. But we need a bit of magic. We need a bit of magic. Captain is in the house, absolutely spot on. Hugo Ekitike, I think I've said that right. It's going there, and we'll be covering that too as well. But look, yeah, Newcastle, huge, ready to drop 70 million Newcastle ain't messing. They're dropping 55 on Alanga. They're going to drop 70 million on a striker and could potentially still lose Alexander Isak. This club ain't messing, people. This club ain't messing. They don't pull something out of the clown's pocket. I have faith, hopefully. And big up to British Mate. He says, Wolves grab John Arrest. This is fine as long as we keep Watkins. If we are to sell, I'll be annoyed in losing out to Wolves on someone I rate. And I think that's a fair comment, British Mate. I did see your comment actually at the very start. But maybe this is a consolidation transfer window for Villa, that we keep the cavalry and we keep everyone in check. But have a look at this. This is some positive news. Let's get hyped up a little bit. Let's get some positivity flowing before I go on my moan and negative Nigel sort of state again. But how about this one? Aston Villa Football Club plays not once, but twice this week. There's a positive, people, for you. You want a positive? We get to see the beautiful claret and blue, or everywhere the away strip, to be confirmed. But we get to see the boys not once, but twice. Villa are back, people. How about that? We're back. We are back. Aston Villa's back. AVFTS is back. On Wednesday, we play Walsall in a 7:30 kickoff, locking in on that one. And then we play on Saturday for a 3 p.m. kickoff against Hanski or Hansa. Can't even remember, but we're playing twice this week. People, I love it. I absolutely love it. The Villa are back on our screens and we are going to be locked in. So I hope you guys are excited for that. So I thought, you know what? I'm not going to be negative. I'm not going to have too much of a moan to start with. Let's bring some vibes to the chat. Let's bring some positivity because you know I'm going in deep and you know I'm going crunch talk as well on some aspects. And I've got to start on that positivity. So let me know if you're buzzing for that because people... I've got a lot to say about Kosta Nedeljkovic soon as well, so lock in and stay tuned for this one. Big up to everyone. Meeks is in the house as well. Kevin is saying, your perfect signing, my friend, AVFC forever. Big up to Kevin. Look, my perfect signing right now is anyone who can play right back. That's all I can say. Anyone who can play right back. Let's upgrade that position. Let's lock in. Look, if I had a choice, Jan Bissek or Dumfries is absolutely dreamy, absolutely worldy. I still am a massive fan of Ademola Lookman. I think they're two realistic signings that Villa can get and should make happen. And look, let's even throw Jack Grealish in there as well. Why not? But yeah, John is believing in Daniel Marlin, but there we go. Hey, Kev's in the house. He says, "Hi guys, another slow week for us to test the faith. I'm cool, calm, collected as usual." Kev, I feel a bit of this from you, Kev. I see you. I see you, Kev. I see you. Because you know that I'm on the ceiling, Kev. You know that I'm chomping at the bit here saying, come on then, what's going on there, Villa? What's going on? But yeah, let's get into the next bit of positive news because we're going to start positive because, you know, we have to. The boys are back. And I always like to see, you know, how the boys are looking. What's the vibe? Well, here we go, people. Look at this. Our guy, Ollie Watkins, he's looking calm. He's looking relaxed. He's got his over baggy t-shirt on. He's got the shades on. He's got the look going. And then look at Yuri. Now, again, we like the upbeatness. You can see he's got his running shoes in his hand there, ready to do some running. He's got his handbag. But this is what I noticed: a bit of a rough-looking, rugged Yuri Tielemans. Again, someone who's ready to cook, someone who's ready to be an absolute don in that Villa midfield. But yeah, Yuri's got a bit of hair stubble, so that's exciting. And as I said, we're getting excited for the boys are back. That's how I sort of see it as. Yes, we've had the likes of Pau Torres, Ross Barkley, Jacob Ramsey back in training, but these are the big guns. Again, look at the relaxation. Everyone seems so happy to be back as well. Everyone seems like they're well up for it. And yeah, here is Ezri Konsa. Again, ASICS trainers, so I reckon he's running in them. And then, yeah, we're going for the car. Go on. It's a bit of a fashion show this today, but why not? A little bit different. And I love this from McGinn Esther. Look at our skipper. We're not looking for a fashion show here from John McGinn. We're looking for a white tee and black shorts. I'm absolutely loving that from John McGinn. So there. But this is the one, people. This is the photo now. If you didn't see my community post earlier, then you would have missed it. But boys, ladies, gentlemen, cats, dogs, whoever's listening, whoever's watching, people, caption this. Caption this. What is this telling you? Yeah? What's this telling you? What's this? What's this? What's this saying? Come on then, chat. What's Emi Martinez's calm, cool, collected, vibrant look looking like? What's he telling you? Is that a man who looks like he's leaving? Is that a man who looks like he's staying? Is that a man who looks confused? I see a guy here holding an image of, boys, it's all right. I'm staying. There's no tears. Don't get the tissues out. Don't get the tissues out. In fact, do you know what would be nice? Get me the red carpet out because I'm staying. And John is saying stand definitely. Pete is saying no tears this time. Absolutely. And agree, Gary. We're going to talk onto that bit as well. And Captain is right. You know, I wish I was talking about incomings and transfers, but this is where it's at. We're actually talking about stubble on Yuri Tielemans' face. That's the activity of transfer movement. Tielemans looking like a man that knows he's going nowhere. Yeah, I agree on that one. McGinn with always the plains outfit, and that's why he is our captain. Look, big up to Emi Martinez. I think that's a man that looks like staying. I think that's a man who is happy, who is calm, who is relaxed, who's assured. And I'm there. I think we've got Bizet, old Marco coming in as number 2. And we've got Emi as number 1. Aston Villa's goalkeeping department is sorted, in my opinion. Now, this is a very interesting point from Gary. Is it true Monchi is on holiday? Madness of truth. I'm holding my tongue a little bit on this one because I'm going to give Villa this week. And if we haven't signed anyone this week by the end of Friday of a first team quality, none of this Zepaquino, Redmond and Ozgan Bullet and, you know, the Ivory Coast lad who I forgot, Ibrahim Diallo. If we haven't signed a first teamer by this Friday, I'm about to cook Monchi. He's not on holiday. It's even worse. Monchi is trying to save another football club. I cannot remember the life of it. I cannot remember who it is, but what I will do for the chat and the reference is get it up in a minute. Monchi is trying to save another football club. Yeah. What can we say? What can we say? Monchi is trying to save another football club. Is he forgetting his duties and responsibilities? Is he forgetting that we are in a massive season and we need help? And yeah, Monchi's trying to save another football club. That's genuine fact. And in fact, I'm going to get that up to prove it now. So give me a second to prove that point here. While I get that up, Monchi's trying to save another football club. I don't know how people feel about this. Where is it? Where is it? This is when I actually can't find it. And yeah, this is the joke going on. This is someone putting this joke. So here it is. So here it is about Monchi. He's not on holiday. Monchi turned up on the 31st of August after saving his boyhood club and only signing a 34-year-old goalkeeper. Facts. Monchi is trying to save his boyhood football club. I've got to actually try and find the Monchi boyhood. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, Monchi is trying to save his boyhood club. Here we go. Here we go. This guy's going to get a cut this week if we don't sign anyone. Monchi ex-Sevilla, current Aston Villa sport director, has taken time away from his role to try and save his boyhood team, San Fernando CD. The club's current owners are attempting to dissolve the team. We could end up with a situation where Villa's manager and sport director both own lower league Spanish clubs. Is this guy all right? No disrespect. I get it. Like, you're trying to... It's obviously close to his heart. But guys, chat. Monchi needs cooking. Monchi needs cooking. Monchi needs cooking. If we don't sign anyone, Monchi needs cooking. I didn't think I'd do that, but I've got to get that rant in there. I've got to get that rant in there. But yeah, Meeks said about Emi, didn't expect to be back here. Martinez looking cool, I know the feeling. Not a Villa badge, Emi signing and for Costa Blanca. Kevin is saying, right players in the Europa League is ours. Who would you get, friend? Adamola Lookman, Jan Bissat. Dumfries, give me anyone. But yeah, Monchi is Monchi is technically, this is what people can't get over. People, I need to know your honest thoughts on Monchi doing that. Christina saying sack him. I agree. I want to know what are your thoughts on that? What are your thoughts on that? Because he's trying to save someone else. I think he is doing it. Endo to Benfica, here we go. We can talk about that. Monchi been on holiday as long as he has a mobile. The problem is, let me put it this way. What if Unai Emery went off coaching another football team that he had a boyhood link to or whatever, and he went to help them on the grass because they're struggling? We'd all be like, what are you doing? It's like Ollie Watkins going to play for Weston-super-Mare in pre-season because they need to up the crowds. It's something like that. That's how I see it as. I see this episode right now, Monchi, a little bit borderline, come on now. Now, yes, you can do stuff on a laptop, on a mobile phone, etc. But it doesn't quite sit right for me. It doesn't quite sit right that the guy who is in charge of basically our whole recruitment, and we're under a pressure of our recruitment, and the face of our recruitment isn't there. And that's the issue. It's the public image that gives to the fans. I want to know your thoughts. Genuinely, real talk before we move on. Yeah, do you know what I mean? I want to know your thoughts on that. I can't get my head around it. I think it's being the face of Villa is massive. Monchi and Unai are the face of Villa. And I'll say it again. If I was to tell you that Ollie Watkins was playing a pre-season friendly for a no league team to boost the crowd or something like that, then let's see. But I'm telling you, he's getting cooked. If we don't sign anyone this week, my man's getting cooked. Because I'm not having it anymore. Right, but yeah, some of the training pictures are absolutely fantastic. And what I am hoping to see, again, everyone's back, but let's see if we can get this video. I think we're good with this video as well, chat. Let's have a look at the return video. Are we ready? Are we ready? Lock in. Chat, make sure you are smashing the like button for me as well. That'd be we can see the boys. Look at Yuri, Grandpa Yuri, isn't it? You're not all right now. Yeah, what we think of the kit as well. What we think of the kit. There's John McGinn. There's John McGinn. I haven't got any point just because I don't want copyright. Obviously, Pal's been around for a while. He'll be good. He'll be pleased to see the boys. Yeah, they're obviously doing a bit of testing. And I think the Benfica news is coming out, so we'll come to that in a second. But yeah, not too much ball work, just a lot of fitness stuff there. So nothing too exciting. Nothing too exciting from the avfc boys as such. But they're working hard. They're doing some fitness testing. Obviously, we'd love to see the ball on the grass, and they'll probably do that. What's mad, though, is if you think about this transition, right? Today, they're in the gym. Tomorrow, they'll be on the grass. And then Wednesday, they're playing Walsall. It's a massive quick turnaround. But there we go. I want to just jump to some breaking news straight away, chat, because I think this one's come in thick and fast here. We think that Enzo Barrenechea has done and dusted gone. Breaking news coming in as we're live. I love it when that happens. And big up to you guys. I need to go to some of the comments before I go to the breaking news. Matthew says, Villa comes first, it should be Monchi's priority. Agree. We're not a one-man band. He hasn't gone without making sure his bases are covered. Again, it's a fair point. I think though, Meeks, I think you would agree that the face. Yeah, I think that being the face of football is massive. Unai and Monchi represent Villa, and I just think sometimes it's not a great image. We need players to leave before we buy. Have we got any? We have got problems, with PSR. Just calm down, Dick. So wait, what happened? PSR is a myth now, technically, isn't it? Apparently. Look, but our outgoings, we might have one to talk about there. But Alan, I think you make sense. I like that you love our squad, Alan. Big up, Kev. I think there's a lot to come from Malin, and do you think we'll give Illing Jr. a shot? I'll be honest, right? Samuel Illing Jr. couldn't even break into the England under-21 starting 11. I'll leave that one for everyone to pump it. Sevilla got pumped for your. Oh dear, did Sevilla actually lose to the Blue Noses? Of course, off topic. Grealish smashed out of his head and fake praising City fans embarrassing. I have seen that. Poor Jack. He needs to find a club. He needs to find life. That's a man on the ropes. That's a man on the ropes right now. That's a man who needs guidance. He needs help. He needs support, and he needs a football club. But yeah. Let's get the breaking news then. Enzo Barrenechea. Here we go. Oh, someone said Rodrigo de Paul incoming. I think he's going to Messi's side, into Miami. I think he's going to into Miami. What's the Luis deal, Gary? What are you putting there? But here we go. It says, breaking. Benfica have reached an agreement with Aston Villa to sign Enzo Barrenechea for 15 million euros plus percentage of future sales. He's expected in Lisbon in coming hours. Yeah. What do we think of that? What do we think of that? Because I want to know, Enzo Barrenechea, some of you wanted him to stay, some of you wanted him to go. The one big thing I will say is, we have got more than we were looking for. I'm pretty sure his price was 10 million. I'm trying to find that screenshot I had. I bookmarked it. I'm trying to find the screenshot I had of players' wages. I think I bookmarked it. Probably got rid of it now. I need it. No, Enzo Barrenechea was on 15,000 a week, so he's not really a big deal on the wages. Yeah, that I've just double checked that he's not. So yeah, he's not on big wages. He's not on big wages. I'm glad I kept that screenshot. So he was basically touted to go for 10 million. It looks like with a club like Benfica, we've managed to get a bit more out of them. A strong club with money. But a percentage of future sale, I don't think there's a buyback clause in there. I feel like because the add-on is a percentage of future sale, I don't think there's a buyback clause. So yeah, we've lost out on Enzo Barrenechea. Which is interesting. Meeks Isen, does player sell money go towards SCR? It's a really good question. My gut is saying no. If anyone actually knows the definitive answer to that for Meeks, can you let them know? But there we go. Christian said 50 minutes great sale for us as well after 10 minutes. Exactly. So we got a bit of profit as well from that. So there we go. Didn't want to play in England. Too slow and over, better than Barkley. Kevin is saying tidy sum for Barrenechea. Shame as we didn't keep him, but we are stacked in midfield. We're going to see that today, I think. But Peter said I like a buyback clause. In my opinion, I'm gonna get that. Big up to Black Villain. I'm gonna get this up again. Let me check. Chat, would you agree with me? Because it says 15 million plus percentage of future sale, I think that cancels out the buyback clause, doesn't it? I think that cancels out the buyback clause. What do you think? What do you guys think? I think that cancels it out. I think it cancels out 100%. So yeah, right. Next story. There's so much news coming through. Sometimes when we're live, like news just keeps dripping through, and I'm like, geez, can't keep up. But yeah, interestingly, Michael has said big mistake letting him go. He's not happy that Enzo's going to go. I mean, yeah, I think that if we were short in midfield, then the only thing I'm going to say about Enzo Barrenechea is Kamara better sign the thing. Kamara better sign. I'm hoping Villa have let this guy go because we have almost had guarantees that Kamara sign him. That's what I'm going to say on that one. We better have guarantees that Kamara sign him. But you never know with Villa. You never know. And that's why Enzo going must mean surely Kamara staying. We need 10 Ben Stakes. But the wages, instead of 15K, it's not massive off our wage bill, but there we go. We need players who don't crumble under pressure and turn up when it really matters. Brainy Brian, this season is all about staying headstrong. It's all about making sure that we have a team of warriors of giants. A swap deal would have been nice, decent players at Benfica. Yeah, it would have been good. Actually, that's a good point. Steele said, good business. Nice to have a sell-on percentage included. We are stacked to midfield. He was never getting the start 11. Don't forget, he's already 24. He's not a kid. Good sound advice. Good sound advice. Good sound advice, that. I like that. Kev is saying, everyone deserves a holiday, but Monchi's take his after it. Well, apparently that's where he says he always takes holidays in September. He's gone early today, this year. Give Kamara a big increase. 30 minutes spare for Enzo sell. I think Kamara is going to be a very interesting key decision. No, the money from Sunderland football player typically does not go direct into club squad cost ratio. That's annoying. Thank you, Jono. Do you have any Jan Bissat news? Dead on that front. Kamara probably keeping his options open. I think he stays out signing and sees where we finish at the season. I agree. We just need to let the donkey go on a free. Honestly, terminate his contract. I'm absolutely certain. I'm going to try and find if we've got any Den Donkey news going around. Terminate his contract. Terminate his contract. But there we go. People, make sure you're smashing the like, and of course, do subscribe if you're new. Let's see that number go up. We should have around 50 likes right now, so run it up. Otherwise, the mods will be on your case. I think this is going to be our worst season under Emery so far. Struggling to get rid of Deadwood. Watkins looking set to be going United, and Luca Dean will be going. Is all about saving money. You're not happy then, and I like that. You come in early with a shout. I like it. I like it. And not that I agree as such, but I like you've come in with chest. I like that you've come in with chest on your thoughts on Villa. Look, I've got to try and stay calm to an extent point, as Kev would say, because I think this transfer window, as British Mick has mentioned in the chat before, is about continuity, keeping a squad of players together, not losing your Emi Martinez's, your Ollie Watkins, your big guns. Don't lose them. Don't lose them. Hell no, don't lose them. However, I still think Villa need to address certain key areas. We have done in one position, the backup goalkeeper. So let's not beat around the bush here. We have done one clever acquisition. And I'll say this now, actually, a bit more positively as well. That Marco Bizot is someone that Villa needed to find. Robin Olsen was not the guy. And we never really had anyone ready to come in. What we do seem to have is have lured someone in to come and be the number 2. Perfect. Emi Martinez, if he gets injured, I feel more confident with our number 2 now than I've ever felt before. Something we've never really had. So yes, we signed a 34-year-old goalkeeper to come in and play as number 2, but it's a position needed addressing. Hopefully we're moving our way up the pitch into the right-back area next, into that right-back, centre-back role. And then we need a forward player. We need a dazzling quality forward player. As simple as that. So hold your breath, hold tight, keep the top guns, and add in some diamonds. Let's not have a machine gun type transfer window where we're just spraying and trying to get as many people in as possible to bolster our squad. I think we go for quality over quantity this window. 3 quality additions. Got goalkeeper, quality backup right back, quality forward player. So we'll see. Still lots more to discuss on this channel today because we do have some big news as well. We do have some big news as well. We have more outgoings. And yeah, we also have a really interesting link on a young player as well. And again, do I think he's coming in the first team? We're gonna have to wait and see on this one. We're gonna have to wait and see on this one. But I've got to hold my nerve. Sam Rashford, a year loan and defender, I'll be happy. I like that. Big up to PC. PC is the huge news. Big up my man, the best Canadian. This window is about keeping our good players. If we signed 2 decent players, we've done well. I see Matthew's on my wavelength as well. The only reason I want new players to come is to change mentality. Yes. 2 winners. Let's get 2 winners in. If we're going to sign 2 quality players, let's get 2 winners in. It really is. Right. Let's go into the next outgoing then. This one I'm a bit more fuming on. I don't really know how we can dress this one up apart from full-scale raging, fuming, I'm not having it sort of vibe, which is, of course, all about Mr. Kosta Nedeljkovic. And I'm stalling because I've lost my page on Twitter, and there it is. Kosta, I want a real talk on this now, because this one doesn't make sense to me. I want to know genuine people's real thoughts and feelings on this one. Official, by the way, anyone who's someone who doesn't like it unless it's an official count. I've had a few people comment on me saying, you talk a load of rubbish, you're spreading fake news, wait till it's official. I've had some people in my comment section of late who get really nosed up on this. Well, to anyone who says that, I've got some official account news. Look, Aston Villa can confirm that Kosta Nedeljkovic has joined RB Leipzig on a season-long loan. What on earth are we doing, Aston Villa Football Club? What is the mindset? What is the problem with this football club? What's going on? It don't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me. I want to know what's going on. I want to know what's going on. I'll come to the comments in a second on this one. But let me know your thoughts on this one. Oh, Kosta. Oh, Kosta. It's no Starbucks. It's all about the Kosta. He is rejoining. He is rejoining Leipzig, where he played last season. Now have a look at this. Again, is this... Oh, I've shown the wrong tab. That's why. Come on. It's all rusty on the tech side tonight, but what's changed? Do you know what I mean? What's changed? So there we go. But yeah, if you are new around here and you haven't subscribed, make sure you do. I think we've lost a subscriber tonight. So that means we need to claw back and get 2 new ones in. So do hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. All right, here we go. Let's make this better. Let's make this better. Aston Villa can confirm that Kosta Nedeljkovic has joined RB Leipzig on a season-long loan. The fullback spent the latter part of last season's campaign with Bundesliga club, making 11 appearances in all competitions. That's pretty crap. He's going back to a place where he only made 11 appearances. Prior to his temporary switch, he registered 10 appearances in Claret and Blue, including earning the honour of becoming Aston Villa's 1,000th player when he came off the bench against West Ham on the opening day. In terms of the wages, then, we haven't got much to talk about him that apparently signed in 2024. That's it. There's nothing else. Now, I think that this is a really weird move from Villa, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense because we are on the hunt for a right back. And we signed this guy in January 2024, loaned him out back to the club we signed him for, got him back in the summer, did a pre-season with us, had a couple of looks at him in the first couple of games, and then went, nah, and loaned him in January again the following year. And now we've loaned him again. It's just loan after loan. Clearly, my thinking is this. If we do not fancy Kosta Nedeljkovic ever breaking into the Villa 11, if we do not see a prospect for Kosta Nedeljkovic, then why are we loaning him? Why don't we sell him? If Kosta Nedeljkovic, and the idea is that we're sending him out to get more first-team football for next season to be Villa's right back, then I'm going to ask the question again, why didn't we use him more last season? Why have we got Garcia then? What is going on? This one doesn't sit right with me. This one doesn't sit right with me. The only thing as well that I can hope for is that there is an obligation to buy, not an option, but an obligation. Basically, like you've taken him on loan for the season, and we put in an obligation to buy. You must buy him off us. Something's got to be more than just a season-long loan here. What's your thoughts in the chat on Kosta Nedeljkovic? Does this one make sense? Are you on my wavelength, or do you see it completely different? It's good to disagree with you, but let me know your thoughts on that one. But yeah, big up. Michael saying all our so-called targets going to other clubs, so who's left Villa way behind their rivals? I do feel like that at times. Conor Gallagher keeps popping up. Watkins has been heavily linked with me. Can't see Bailey. Gallagher, I can't see happening. But yeah, Chevrolet and goal. Big up to Super Mike Taylor. Big up to you, my guy. Roll on Wednesday. I'd take it you're going to the Bescott Poundland Stadium. Big up the Poundland Stadium. Big up Walsall for letting us use their facilities. But of course, we don't play friendlies at Villa Park, do we? What happened to the CB rooms? All gone. All gone. Kosta was smelling the coffee for Unai. Unai, I agree. Meeks has said if it's a loan where they cover all his wages, then it's an investment growing. I agree. Wayne's in the house. He wants to sell some of the players that I do. Kosta after RB Leipzig, why didn't he get a chance in his first team? As he's good enough, don't get it. The weird thing about Kosta Nedeljkovic that I'll never get is he was in the first team squad for the first couple of games. He played against West Ham, he played against Arsenal. And then it just faded. Like Unai just basically went, "No, I'm not having him." I don't get it. I don't get it. One thing I will say is if you're a fan, if you as a fan are irritated, think how frustrating Monchi and Unai are shopping the Harrods with PSR food stamps. Hard, isn't it? Leipzig got money. Costa's still very young. Loan is best for him, says John. Signing Bizzat as a 34 at 34 as a backup to Martin is a joke. Why is that 1982? Why not? Why? I think it's good business. The guy's coming on cheap wages. He's got a good pedigree. He's played in Europe. He's played for a plethora of clubs. Brings some experience. I think it's a good move, in my opinion. Stephen Mate said, personally, I don't think Costa is good enough. I don't think the Sultan does TY. Oh, Unai definitely doesn't rate him. But what is Garcia then? What is Garcia? That's a question, a quiz question. What is Garcia? If anyone knows how to answer that one, that would be greatly appreciated. Garcia would be a starter, definitely. Just need wingers. Interesting, Gary. Costa's potential, says Meat. If Villa don't rate him, he would have been sold. Young lads aren't getting a chance under Unai. Not good. Interesting point. Bogard, Louis Barry, Villagine, Iribonam. Yeah, maybe. But then you can say Jacob Ramsey and Morgan Rogers are. It's all going off in the chat. Is the right back the problem, or is the right side of midfield? Cash has to everything in that position. Personally, think he needs more help. I rate Cash highly. Ooh. This is the first time I disagree with Super Matty. Look, for me, Cash is I think Cash is. This is how I describe Matty Cash. He's reached the ceiling at Aston Villa. And I say that because I don't see how I see the guy struggle one-on-one defensively. I think Matty Cash is an absolute liability when he has to concentrate one-on-one defensively. He gets cooked all the time. He gets caught keeping people on side. He gets caught ball watching. And how many fouls near and around the penalty box / penalties does Matty Cash give away? Going forward, he picked up the name Cutback Cash. I don't think he backs himself going forward, and I certainly don't think Unai Emery knows how to unleash Cash in that sense either. When you see Luca Dean and Ian Matson go forward, they do it with ease and they do it quite comfortably. And you see a good fullback go forward. Trent Alexander-Arnold knows his strengths. Trent isn't about getting forward and getting to the byline and going round players. Trent likes to invert. He likes to play deeper. Cash, for me, as a right back, doesn't do either. And I think that it's very easy to look ahead of what Matty Cash has in front of him. I agree on that. He's had Morgan Rogers. He's had an out-of-form Leon Bailey. He's had John McGinn out there. It's never been the same constant relationship and partner. But at the end of the day, I look at him as an individual and I look at his performances and I think that he's reached the ceiling at Aston Villa, which was a mid-table Villa. He's not where we need to be now. And if Cash is starting at right back, for us going on to next season, I think there's a massive issue with that for me still. I think it's a one position that I really think needs addressing. I think he's just limited. Don't get me wrong, I don't think he's a bad player, but I think he's hit his ceiling. And it's time for change now. I need something different in that right back position. You may agree, may not, but he's cut back Cash for a reason. That's all I can say. And he's now got to a stage where his trademark is coming back in on his left foot and putting that left-footed cross in to hope that someone gets a glancing header. Comes off once in a blue moon and effective. But again, he's very predictable. That's how I feel about Cash. He's so predictable. Says to me, Josh, they're undecided. Maybe they're looking for only one attribute to catch up. Yeah, that could be a great point, Brishman. And yeah, big up to the cricketers. With the amount of crossing put in the box, Calvert-Lewin would be a free transfer. He is around on a free, but his injury record is absolutely hideous. I did the same Garcia too. I think it's because we don't have a right winger. It's interesting a lot of you talking about the right winger prospect. Alan Ford, my lord, big up to you, my friend. If Cash stays on all our teams, nowhere to attack us, exactly. Harvey Elliott, I'd still take him in a heartbeat. Big up Kev. Enjoy and good luck on the night shift. Cash trash. Yeah, Cash knows he's not gonna. Cash backup only. Solid pro. Interesting opinions of Cash. I think I stand firm on how I feel on him. Definitely. Costa going out on loan again makes perfect sense in my opinion. He's not going to get in the squad over Cash, Konsa, and Garcia. He's still only 19. I swear to God, if Garcia sits rotten on the bench, it's another one that's going to make my head wobble. Yeah, Matty Cash as a backup now is horrible. Yeah, agree. Cash would be a good right back for Birmingham, not Aston Villa. Correct. People have got a lot of faith in Garcia, which is interesting. And Alan said he was better at Forest. I agree, Alan. We'll transition to 3 CBs before well, that's what I'm looking forward to seeing in pre-season. Just need an exciting forward transfer to boost us fans. Bit samey at the moment. Yeah. Garcia's nearly ready. We take him out. Over half bait, then he may not be 5-star. Mitchell and Mill. I want Garcia on our team. I've seen nothing sassy isn't an upgrade. Love that from British Mitt. And have you seen what Goldbridge said? Yeah, no, I was going to share that clip, and you've actually just reminded me on that one. Let's see what Goldbridge has said. Now, whether you like, I haven't actually listened to this, but I saw someone react to this. Let's have a look. Has he actually got the clip? Where can I find the clip on Twitter? Someone said he was in the know, but I cannot find it. Goldbridge in the know. Someone said in the know, or called him like in the know. How do I find that Goldbridge clip? Someone tweeted about it. I can't find it. I'm not going to find it, am I? Let's see what he says about Watkins. Let's see if I'm actually trying to find clips. Let's see. Is it on the United? Yeah. Now I'm stuck in the. Now I'm annoyed because I've seen that clip. I should have saved it when I saw it. I'm not going to find it. If anyone could summarize what Goldbridge said, I didn't actually listen to it either. I saw someone tweet saying, basically, yeah. If anyone's got a Twitter account who knows, can find the Goldbridge account, send me the person's name or whatever. What did he say? Did he say it was embarrassing? No, I don't know. I can't waste my time because I'm multitasking. But if anyone knows, yeah. But yeah, what did he say? What did he say basically? And who is there? Anyone on the Villa Twitter that has basically put it out there? I'll try one more time. It's really hard to when you're live sometimes to find a clip. I'll play it one more time. Aston Villa. He always gets clipped up, obviously, doesn't he? So it's one of them. No, I can't find it. I'm gonna have to give up on this clip as such. It's just him on watch-alongs, but there's nothing about. I should have seen it. Someone basically panicked and said, "This guy's in the know. Why are we not listening to him?" But there we go. Right. Next thing I was going to show you was this new lad's link, this youngster. So have a look at this one. This is 8 minutes ago. This one's coming as well. It's on That's Entertainment on YouTube. Gob said he knows a lot of people at Villa in the know, and that relationship between Emery, Watkins, and Martinez is broken. All right, someone find me the clip and tag me on it on social media at avfts1 on Twitter. Can someone find that? Yeah, Piotr, tag me in it so I can show it on this show if you could. If you can, because I want to hear this. Then I want to hear this. Because hopefully it's a mistake. But yeah, if anyone could tag me in that so I can show it on the show now for everyone else, that would be great because I can't find it. I can't find it. But yeah, I've got one about the young lad then that we're linked to. But yeah, here it is. Yeah, someone please tag me in it if you find it, Piotr. If you can, that would be very helpful. What the hell? I've just come across this as well. Oh my god, this is a weird link. It's all sorts. It's all sorts going on. Look, I've just stumbled across this. I just stumbled across this 1 hour ago. I mean, how realistic this is, I don't even know. But this is nuts. I didn't even mind. I was going on my Twitter homepage, and it literally said Harvey Elliott to Aston Villa set to be announced this week. Where's this one come from again? Yeah, he looks quite good. But someone pretends to be in the know. It's probably not okay. But yeah, someone was saying that again in the chat a second ago. Harvey Elliott's links aren't going away, but that was just a random thing that came up on my feed there. But let's have it here. And big up to each and every single one of you in the chat. Let's go to the news that I actually want to share with you now without getting sidetracked. Big up Rich from the Villa Park podcast. As even Josh, everyone smash those like, please. Yes, do smash the like button, guys. And of course, do subscribe to the Villa Park podcast. Big up to Rich doing his thing, graphing out the transfer videos as well and content. We'd love to see it. And I'm sure Rich is excited for the preseason games as well. But yeah, I'm sure most of you have subscribed to the Villa Park podcast. Please do that as well. But yeah, no one has tagged me in that video. If Piotr is in here, please tag me or anyone else who's got it so I can show the Goldbridge clip because I can't find it and it's taking too much time while multitasking, keeping the chat happy about it. So yeah, if anyone could, you've done me an absolute legend and favour doing that. Okay, let's hear them. Big up PC as well. Aston Villa are set to move for Toulouse defender Jaydee Canvot. I think I spelled his name wrong in the bloody video as well. Even better. Villa are convinced by his potential and ready to finalise the deal as soon as they can make an offer. Canvot is as keen on the move as personal terms aren't expected to be an issue. But yeah, that's an interesting one. I've spelled his name wrong. Is this guy any good? First and foremost, like again, am I looking at this as this guy's a bit of a dunce? Is this guy good? I don't know anything about him, so I'm going to do my classic. When we get linked to a player, we go onto the old Google search and we find out what he's about. Player profile. Here we go. Jaydee Canvot. Let's have a bit of it. Piotr tagged me. Right, we'll get the Goldbridge clip up in a second because Piotr has done. Yes, you have. Yeah, legend. Yeah, legend. Okay, we'll get the Goldbridge clip up in a minute. So yeah, thank you, Piotr. You've saved me. Right, what do I know about this guy? Absolutely 2/5 of Ethel. Let's have a look. Get rid. Okay, so he is 18. Oh, it's another 18-year-old. Like, this guy can't be looking at first-team football, surely, chat. Oh, Villa, you're killing me. This is so under. This has nothing to lose. That's quite funny. That's quite funny from Gary. Gary, that's actually great work on the puns there from Gary. Chat. 18 years old. This guy's not going into the first team, is he? What are we doing out here? This guy's not going into the first team at all. What are Villa doing? We're signing 18-year-olds. Although his name is Jaydee Canvot. I don't even know anymore. 18 years old. Contract to lose around 3-4 million. A centre-back, 1.88. French under-19 international. Can play defensive midfield. Either side of the centre-back. Is this the guy we're really going for? Career stats. Okay, he's played 18 games in Ligue 1. He's played 1,105 minutes. Let's go back even further because we can get his actual playing stats up. Has this guy actually played first-team football for Toulouse? It's the same stats I had. Where's the bloody thing I like? It's Toulouse, 20 appearances, 8 games at the CB. This guy's just not played enough football. This guy's just not played enough football. What are we doing out here, Villa? What are we doing out here? It's Academy FC. We're signing for PSR. Let's see. It does feel like, do you know what, though? Out of all the transfer rumours that keep happening in Villa, why does this one feel realistic? It's because it's following the model of what we're usually doing. It's because it's following the model of what we have been doing, signing 18-year-olds and hoping for the best. Yeah, let's get some winners in. Not 18-year-olds. That'll be 3 18-year-olds we're signing. And a 16-year-old. God, this transfer window is starting to get frustrating, isn't it? Just another to move on for profit. Exactly, not for footballing reasons. I reckon it could be a great player. But the problem is, right? Let me leave this to you guys. If I told you Harvey Elliott was our star, dazzling winger forward, how do you feel? Do you feel underwhelmed, or do you feel happy, or do you feel meh? If I was to say to you Harvey Elliott is our glamour signing up front, how would you feel? Like real talk, how would we all feel if I told you Harvey Elliott is our glamour signing? I would like to know. I'd really like to know. Top four is going to be so hard. Yeah, what would your thoughts be on that? I'm going to get the Goldbridge clip up for you guys to end the show on. Again, big up to Piotr. And that. Let me load it up then. All right, shut up, Goldbridge. Let me see if I can get this to work. Give me a second. I'll switch it over. Here we go. Not happy there. Wolves have signed another Clement. Yeah, Wolves have done a bit of business with John Arias. Villa again, signing 18-year-olds. Wolves signing first teamers. But there we go. Right. Lock in and listen to this. Lock in and listen to this. Now, whether you believe it or not, we'll see. But here we go.
Is now being linked to Saudi. He really needs to get out of Villa, by the way. I know a lot of Villa fans. I know a lot of people quite close to Villa. And him and Emi Martinez do need to get out of Villa. Like, it's not, it's not one of those transfers where it's like, if the price is right, they would reluctantly leave. Watkins, Martinez, Emery, they want to end that relationship. All three. Like, Emery wants Watkins and Martinez gone. And both players want to move on. So that doesn't mean it's going to benefit Man United, but if Saudi is all that's available, he probably with Watkins is now being.
Wow. This guy is either talking absolute talk shite and should be on TalkSport, or he's coming in with an absolute nailed on thing. He's claiming he's got the in the know. He's claiming that he's got contacts and sources, and he's claiming that it's I don't know. Is he just looking at basically? Is he just looking at the two players who've been linked the most away from Villa, Martinez and Watkins, and trying to stir up a little bit of a thing and a bit of Man U PR and get them? Weird. Piotr saying it's very strange that Athletic dropped 2 articles out of nowhere about Martinez and then Watkins. A little bit of pushing, isn't there, going on? Not bothered because at the end of the day, haven't won us anything. Scarif, I like that. Colbert talking shite, wishful thinking. Mark, he's talking garbage, talking absolute shite. So you might say top 6 is going to be so hard. This is going to be the hardest league. Do you know what the annoying thing is as well? Even Chelsea have just gone from strength to strength. It's all on what Spurs and United do for me. How strong are Spurs coming this season under Thomas Frank? What are Spurs going to do under Thomas Frank with Mohamed Kudus, with trying to get Gibbs White, with the squad they've got? What are Spurs going to be like under Thomas Frank? That's one big question I ask. And who knows in Man United? But because their decline of Spurs and United, that has propelled Villa into top 5, top 6 consistently now for the last few years. But if United and Spurs genuinely come back from the dead, we're a little bit cooked. So we need to make sure that Spurs and United stay cooked and stay crap. That's all I can say on that one. But yeah, I'd love to know your thoughts on that, people. I'd love to know your thoughts on that. The only proper news is from our Webby. Agree. Well, we did have that from Kosta today. But yeah, the rumours are, what gets football fans excited? Thomas Frank will take ages to get going at Spurs. I really rate Thomas Frank as well. I'm so annoyed he went to Spurs. What a poor career move that is. Thomas Frank's a brilliant manager, by the way. I rate him highly. We need to win the Europa League. We do. Not top 6 anymore. It's crazy. It's funny, really, as Goldbridge so wants to be as good as Villa are right now. It's crazy. Newcastle drop off to don't increase squad depth, especially if he's that good as well. Problem is we are gagged and bound quite literally to the point where I'd be happy just to keep Uno and Monchi. How annoyed must they be? I like that, British mate. You're taking their side a lot, and I respect that. I do respect that. But yeah, chat, big up to each and every single one of you. Also, really appreciate everyone who is coming out on these shows and supporting me. It does mean a lot. Thank you so much for being part of the community, giving your voices and opinions. As I said, a lot of what we talk about is garbage. It's rumours, it's nonsense, it's noise. But as Villa fans, as football fans, we live and breathe and talk football, right? And so if we've got something to chew our teeth into, we're going to do it. And there's no better than doing it with, we've got 88 people in the chat right now. No better to do it than you. 88 people. So look, all I can ask is keep that notification bell locked in, locked on, because you'll never miss an upload with these lives, and we're going to keep going all season long. This ain't just for transfer season. We're going to be doing daily shows in the season as well, because there's always going to be lots to discuss. Anyone in the chat going to the Walsall game? Let me know if you're going to be going to the Walsall game. I'm very jealous, but at the same time, I'm going to enjoy it with the family at home watching it. The watch along. Oh yes, we've got a plan for the watch along. Let's just say this. If you want to be able to watch the game and you don't have Villa TV, I'm going to be showing the game on Big Up. But I'm also going to do a YouTube watch along. So this is for the YouTube community as well. The YouTube watch along will be done on my phone, and we'll be just talking like a normal watch along because I can't show you the content. But on the Big Up, I'm going to be sharing the game with you. You're going to be able to watch the game for free with me. Okay, so that's just a little bit of a hint. Heidi came up with the idea. I thought it was a brilliant idea. So we're going to have Big Up running the game on Villa TV. And then on YouTube, we're just going to be doing this. So that's what you've got a choice of. You've got either to do the watch along with me on Wednesday night. You either come and do it with me on YouTube, or you come and do it with me on Big Up. You choose, but you've got to choose one of the platforms, or both if you want to be an absolute top don and help me out. But yeah, so honestly, if you want to see the game and watch the game, I've got your back. This is me giving back, but you've just got to come over to the Big Up for that one. So I have got the yearly pass. I think it's 24 quid for the year. Anyone else on the Villa TV? Super Matty is going. He's got the family tradition. I love it. Super Matty. Big up the Walsall. Also think Unai is under massive pressure. Yeah, I'm 1,000,000% on this camp as well. Not that I want to be squeezing the pressure on him, but the heat will turn up. Wow. Eddie Howe to be sacked. A massive shout as well. But love it. And here we go. I haven't done this one for a long. Cheers, Josh, tonight's stream. Although I was late getting in. Listen, I haven't done this chant for a while, and I've been loving it. So here we go. Alan Ford, my lord, Alan Ford. Alan Ford, my lord, Alan Ford. Alan Ford, my lord, Alan Ford. Oh, Lord, Alan Ford. It's been a while, my friend, Alan Ford. But the Lord has spoken. He's loved it. Big up to you, Alan Ford. Big up to you. But yeah, is that exactly that? It's Alan Ford, my lord. You lot are absolute legends. So, as I said, giving you a bit of a heads up, content, of course, will continue run as we normally do with our transfer talk shows. We'll do one, obviously, tomorrow. But the big one for me is Wednesday. It's the watch along. If you want to be able to watch the game, I've got you covered on Big Up. And if you don't fancy going over to another platform, then I've also got you covered on YouTube. I'm scratching your back either way, people. Zephyrino Redmonds play against Walsall. Wow, that would be scenes, wouldn't it? Right. Now, we love to do a raid on this channel. I'm going to raid you to this channel called avfts Extra. Yeah, people, we're in the grafting zone here. We're grafting the content. I've got a redirect coming up. You're going to be redirected to my second channel where we're going to talk about other clubs. We're going to talk about Hugo Ekitike. We're going to talk about Victor Gyökeres, and we're going to talk about Alexander Isak. It's going to be a shorter show. It's going to be a half-an-hour one. But I need you to go over there. I'm going to redirect you, and I need you to put up the AVFTS in the chat. Up the AVFTS. We're an army. We grow together, and you lot are part of it. So I'm going to redirect you now to my second channel. Raid it up, like it up, and help me grow that as well, as that's what we do, people. We all scratch each other back. So you lot have been absolute legends. You know, at 1874, the graft is on. The graft is big. And yeah, you lot are all absolute legends. Thank you for tuning in for another transfer talk show. I'm going to redirect you now. I'm going to redirect now. Super Matty said, asking earlier. Oh, I will answer that. European trophy. That's all I'm going to say. Bigger for me, and I'll throw a bit extra cash. Love it. Love it, Alan. Love it. Guys, I'll see you over on AVFTS Rats. I'm out of here. Thank you for your time tonight. You're all legends. Big up. Ta